Today we're going to be learning about pointillism. Pointillism is art that is made up of tiny dots. Let's look at Seurat's painting, A Sunday Afternoon. At first glance, you might not notice it, but this is completely made up of dots. When you look at this, your eyes will naturally create the picture in your head. It can also mix together colors that aren't really there. For example, the green could be made up of yellow and blue dots, but your brain mixes them together so it looks green. Let's make our own pointillism landscape. So you're going to start by taking your paper and folding it in half. We're going to end up cutting this paper in half because it would take forever to cover a regular sheet of paper with all of our tiny dots. So let's just cut along that line that we folded. Okay, once that's all done, you can create your landscape. So you're going to want to create something that is in your foreground. The foreground is what's in the very front of your picture. Then you're going to want to create at least two middle grounds and a background. So my flower is my foreground, then this hill is my first middle ground, and these mountains are my other middle grounds. The clouds and the sun are my background. So here's how we're going to make our dots. You're going to grab your marker and put your pointer finger on top of the cap. This is going to make you hold that marker straight up and down. That way you can make these dots. Now remember, don't push too hard. We don't want to ruin our markers. Now let's talk about value. Darker dots are going to be closer together. And then lighter areas are going to be dots that are farther apart. Now to mix our colors, we're going to layer them on top of each other. So the red and the blue are going to trick your eyes into seeing purple from far away. So these are the only colors that we're allowed to use. The primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. So I'm making my grassy area. I want to trick you into seeing green. So I'm putting down blue dots, then I'm layering yellow dots on top. And I'm going to keep layering these two over and over and over again until I kind of see a green color. You may need to step back and look at your picture from far away, because sometimes when you're too close to it, your brain's not going to mix those colors. So every once in a while, step away from your picture, see it from far away. Now this is going to take you a lot of time, and that's okay. If you get sick of making dots, just step away from it for a minute. I don't want you to rush through this, because then your dots are going to start to get really messy. So really take your time with this. Step away if you need to for a minute or two. Now I'm kind of making an orange color, so I'm layering the yellow and the red, so then it tricks your eye into seeing an orange. Now I'm going to make my mountains look purple. So I'm going to layer down red and blue. Now I'm going to have a lighter side of my mountain, that's the one that I'm doing right now. And I'm going to have a darker side of my mountain. And that's the one that I'm doing right now. So all of my dots in the darker area are much closer together than in the lighter area. And I'm layering these so that my brain is going to see purple instead of red or blue. Now I'm just going to finish up my background. Now for this project, I want you to take two different pictures when you're finished. One that is close up and one that is far away, so we can see if it tricks your brain into seeing these colors.